Okay, talking about awesome weekends, it's going to be hard to top this. Lip sync videos, YouTube dance-offs, sing-alongs with donuts. It seems like law enforcement in the area have really been involved in social media lately, and we are not complaining. And get this, the entertainment continues after one very cool UND campus police officer secured a ride-along with one of country music's hottest new stars, Kelsea Ballerini. And we decided to get Lieutenant Danny Wagle on the phone to talk a little bit about this. We were going through Twitter this morning, Lieutenant, and we noticed, we're like, what? Who does he have in his car? Welcome to North Dakota Today. First, thank you so much for joining us. And tell us a little bit about how, okay, Keith Urban, Kelsea Ballerini were in Grand Forks, and you got one of them in your car. How did this all come about?
Absolutely. Thanks, Lisa and Chris, for having me. But it was a wonderful opportunity. We reached out to Kelsea on Twitter, and over the years we've kind of built a little bit of a social media following. So we reached out to her, and we knew she loves her dog. So we thought we'd bait her a little bit with both of our canine units that we have, and sent a tweet to her, and she responded within a few minutes and said she was in for the ride along, and so we were able to get everything lined up with her assistant, and it worked out perfectly.
That is awesome. Were you a fan of Kelsea Ballerini before getting to meet her this weekend?
I wouldn't say a huge fan, but she, obviously you hear her music all over country radio, and she's got some catchy tunes out there, so everything kind of came full circle. It was really cool to meet her, and what you see in her videos is really what she is. She's just a nice person, and it was great to interact with her.
Did she do any singing in the car, like carpool karaoke?
We didn't. We were obviously, she's got a tight schedule that she fit us into, so we had about an hour. So we picked her up, and then we were able to do that quick little video and gave her a quick tour of campus, and she commented multiple times how beautiful UND is and how she enjoys the fall weather because it's so hot down in Nashville. So we did that and came and visited our Canine Ben and Canine Bear, and we spent a majority of our time with the dogs, and then we were able to go surprise some fans with some tickets, and then also some people that were had no idea that she was in the car, and then we were able to stop out and chat with them, so it worked out really well. I
would love to get a speeding ticket if Kelsea Ballerini is in. That's the only reason why you want to get picked up. That is such a treat, and I know Chris is not a huge country music fan either, but she's kind of a crossover artist. Her big song right now is I Hate Love Songs. I don't know if you've heard that.
Oh, no.
But we're looking, like Peter Pan and Yeah Boy were some of the big songs that she first had out, so a lot of people were probably wanting to see her just as much as Keith Urban. And before we let you go, though, we see the hashtag there, Best Cops Around. Maybe that kind of helped you secure this ride along as well. Can you tell us a little bit about your social media campaign with Best Cops Around?
Absolutely. So we started using Twitter and Facebook about four and a half years ago, and the whole hashtag Best Cops Around kind of started on a whim. It was we use it a lot to interact with the Grand Forks and UND communities and build relationships with them. So we started I threw it out there one day as the person that does all our social media and news media, but threw it out there one day, and it just kind of stuck. And we've kind of just continued to use it in different opportunities. So it worked out really well, and social media is so important for law enforcement, and I don't think enough agencies realize that, how well you can interact with your people you serve in the community. And I'd love to see more agencies get on board, but we try to do new things, and we'll continue to maybe get Kane Brown. He's coming up in February, maybe get him to do a ride along, and not something I've ever seen any law enforcement agency do, so it's kind of cool to start something new and see if we can continue to build off of it a little bit more.
I love that idea. Yeah, who knows who you can continue to get better than bad guys, get big stars.
So you can get Drake, will you?
Chris is a huge Drake fan, so that was his request that you try to get a ride along with. But Drake would need to be in the area, probably.
I know, but you never know with Drake. Maybe he'll just float in and hang out with Danny. And so, Danny, great job. I think it's awesome that you even did it in the first place. And then she was like, yes. Were you freaked out when she said yes, or were you shocked, or?
Yeah, it was kind of one of those things where I was sitting on the couch at home, and we had sent the tweet out, and next thing you know, I got a reply, and so she tweeted us back. But then next thing I know, the tweet was deleted, and then I got a direct message from her on the police Twitter account. So from that point on, I thought we were good. But it was exciting to get the tweet back. Then all of a sudden to see it deleted. But then she comes back with the direct message. So it worked out well, and I was able to work with her assistant, who was awesome to deal with, and she got everything set up for us yesterday, and it all worked out really well.
Oh, that's awesome. She is so cute in that picture too, and it's a big score. She's really a big deal right now too. So good for you, and thank you so much for calling in today and kind of sharing your story as to how it all went. How cool is that?
Way to go, Danny.
No kidding. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and good luck on getting some more stars in your squad car as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. We'll work on Drake if Chris can get him to come.
Thank you very much. I'll work on that, bro.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys.